Welcome to David Alexander Maths Tuition. This is chapter 6b on perpendicular bisectors. Okay, so let's take a look at a first example. Find the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining the points 3, 12 and 12, 24. Okay, so let's say this here is the point 3, 12 and this is the point 12, 24. So this is the line that joins them. Now the perpendicular bisector, what it means is it chops this line into two equal bits and it runs perpendicularly to it. In other words, it runs at a right angle. So this is the perpendicular bisector, this line that I'm drawing in now. So this part here is the same length as this part here. So what we need to do first of all is work out the coordinates of the midpoint. So we did that in chapter 6a. What is the midpoint of 3 and 12? Add them together, 15, half it, we get 7.5. So let's just make a note here. The midpoint is 7.5. And of the y coordinates 12 and 24, well, that is going to be 18. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to work out the gradients of the original line, and we know that the gradient of the perpendicular line will be the negative reciprocal of that. Okay, so the gradient is the change in y, which is 12, over the change in x, which is 12 take 3, which is 9. So we can simplify that, divide top and bottom by 3, so it's 4/3. Okay, so the gradient of the line is 4/3. So therefore the gradient of the perpendicular bisector is going to be the negative reciprocal of that. So make it, well, flip it. So that's 3/4 and change the sign so it's -3/4. Okay, so the equation of this line is going to be y equals -3/4 x plus c. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do, and now we can work out the c because we know it goes through the midpoint of 7.5, 18. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do y minus the y coordinate, which is 18, equals -3/4 x minus the x coordinate, which is 7.5. And so therefore y, take away 18, is -3/4 x. What is -3/4 times -7.5? Let's work that out, shall we? So that is 45/8, and that's going to be positive, plus 45/8. And now all I'm going to do is add 18 to both sides. And if I add 18 to 45/8, I get 189/8. So the equation, so the perpendicular bisector has the equation y equals -3/4 x plus 189/8, and we're done. It is possible we might multiply the whole equation through by 8 just to get rid of these fractions, in which case it would be 8y equals -6x plus 189. Maybe rearrange the whole thing so that the whole equation equals 0. But in this particular example, we've been not told how to write that equation, so this is perfectly acceptable.